Hey everyone, Jordan from Iron and Grit here. In this episode, I talk about body recomposition. I'll show you how to eat and train to build muscle and burn fat at the same time. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi there, Jordan Hosbine here with the Iron and Grit podcast. Today I want to talk about a item that is up for debate in the fitness world, and that is body recomposition. So what is body recomposition? Body recomp is when you build muscle and lose fat at the same time. Some people say it's impossible. Others say you can do it. Others say that you can't do it and that you can only build muscle or lose fat at any given time, that you couldn't do both. They say that if you're losing fat, you're losing muscle too. Or that if you're gaining muscle, you're also going to gain fat. So, who's right? Well, I'll tell you this. Body recomposition is absolutely possible. I've done it. I have stayed at 200 pounds and gained muscle, which means that I have lost fat that's on my body in order to stay the same weight. And you gain body mass of one tissue, you must lose body mass of another tissue. So I've done it. I've personally experienced it for myself. I've seen other people that have done it as well. So how do you do it? Your diet must be dialed in. That is for sure. And there's definitely kind of a balancing act that is at play, because you want to lose fat, which means you have to be in a bit of a calorie deficit, but not such a steep calorie deficit that you risk losing muscle. So there's a few things that I do to prevent muscle wasting and to shield my muscle from being reduced and actually grow while in a slight calorie deficit. Some people say it's impossible. They are a little too basic and oversimplified. And I don't really want to get into the reasons why, but that is the case. A lot of times they will quote some textbook that's outdated or that doesn't really take in all factors when you consider working out. They'll always state the law of thermodynamics, that calories in or calories out, that a calorie is a calorie and that can't be changed. And yeah, there's something to it, but there's a lot more factors that go into play when it comes to building muscle and losing fat. For one is your training routine. If you want to keep muscle while you're in a calorie deficit, you have to train hard. You have to train hard because your muscle is metabolic. And if you need energy and there's no fat left to give your body energy, it'll eat muscle. Or if the muscle isn't being used, your body says, hey, there's no need for this stuff. This guy ain't using it. And then it'll just eat it up. Because when you're in a calorie restrictive state, your muscle is burning more calories than your fat is. So your body just says, you know what? We've been burning too many calories with this muscle, and this muscle isn't being used. It's not a good investment from a biological standpoint. So it starts to eat up muscle. So you need to continue to provide your body with enough of the right stuff, but still be in a calorie deficit. And you still need to train. You still need to train in a manner that warrants your body to keep that muscle. So you still have to train hard and heavy. You still have to do your hypertrophy training, and you'll be able to build muscle density and also muscle size and muscle mass, even if you're in a calorie deficit. If, and this is a big if your macros and your micronutrients are in check. So if you're eating enough protein and you're getting the proper amount of fat, and you've got all your micronutrients, vitamins and minerals, etc., in check, you will be fine. You will still build the muscle and you will still lose the fat. In a weird way, the fat that you're burning will almost transmute into muscle in a strange roundabout way. So a good way to do this, if you want to recomp yourself, a good diet and workout to follow is figure out your maintenance calories. And the way you figure out your maintenance calories, you figure out your total daily energy expenditure TDEE. You can calculate that online. You just answer a few questions, and then you figure out, and that's going to give you your baseline calories that you need every day based off your metabolic rate at rest plus your activity level, and then subtract like 300 calories from whatever that maintenance calorie number is. Then you pick your macros. You're going to want at least 1 gram of protein per pound of your body weight. I would say do like 1.25 times that, and then fill up the rest with fat and then very little carbs. And I'm talking healthy fat like butter from grass-fed cows, beef, fatty cuts of beef, chicken with the skin on it, and other types of animal fat. Bacon's a good one, but steak and beef and fatty cuts of beef are the best, because that fat is going to help get your hormones in check, especially when you're working out and lifting, and that's going to help you build some more muscle, produce some testosterone, which is also going to help you hold on to more muscle and counteract the estrogen in your body and the estrogen that makes you want to hang on to fat. So the more testosterone that you have, the more ability you have to rebuild and to gain and maintain muscle. So keep that in mind. And then when it comes to training, you're going to want to do your heavy compound lifts. Do 2 or 3 heavy compound lifts every day or every other day, however you want to do it, how often you work out. You're going to have to work out at least 4 days a week. I would recommend 5 or 6. But do your big workouts like your bench press, your pull-ups, your squats, your deadlifts, heavy rows, things like that. Do a combination of 2 of those each workout. And then you're going to want to do a bunch of superset exercises. So go from leg press straight to lunges, and then back to leg press, and then straight to lunges. Or you can do something like bench press, like incline dumbbell bench press, and then go straight to barbell row, back to back. No rest between those 2 exercises. So I'm going to pop off 10 reps of dumbbell incline bench, and then I'm going to go straight, pick up a bar. It's already set up, ready for me, waiting for me, eager for me to lift it. I'm going to do some bent over rows immediately after I rep out those 10 reps for my incline bench, and then I go straight to my rows. And then I take about a 30-second, 60-second break, and then I do it again, and then I do like 4 to 6 sets of those. So 4 to 6 sets of each exercise. So that's 4 to 6 total supersets of going back to back. Do those, and supersets are great to burn fat, so they're great for conditioning because they keep your heart rate elevated in the fat burning zone, and they're also great for hypertrophy. They're going to tax your muscles to a point where it forces them to grow. You have to command them to grow with this stuff. So pick a weight that allows you to hit the 6 to 12 rep range. I like around 10, between 8 and 10 reps is usually pretty good for building muscle, I've found. Yeah, you should be sweating. You should be have your elevated heart rate, and you should be feeling it. When you're done with a good superset workout, it should look like you just ran 2 miles in a sweatsuit. And that's another thing you can do. It's such a simple thing, but I'm going to call it a secret because no one really does it. Stay covered up and stay warm. If you want to recomp your body, keep your body warm. Wear a sweatshirt, wear sweatpants when you're working out, even if you're already jacked, because that's going to keep your body warm, and that's going to just kind of loosen all the gears. It's like warming up your car in the morning, but you want to keep your body warm. It's going to help prevent injury. It's going to keep your joints safer, your tissues safer, your muscles safer, prevent muscle tears, things like that. And it's also going to help body fluids move around more effectively because everything is warm and loose and not cold and constricted. So keep that in mind. Other than that, guys, thanks for listening. If you have any questions, get a hold of me, leave a comment here, and I'll get back to you. Anything you want to learn more about, or if you have any questions about diet or workouts, I will help you out with that. Check out ironandgrit.com and follow me on Instagram at ironandgrit. Until next time, guys, have a great week, and I will talk to you all soon.